We're going to do the side of Rav Shimshon Ostrapalia. Shimshon Ostrapalia was one of the greatest Mekubalim in the time of the Xeris of Tach V'Tad. He himself was killed then. The Ramchal quotes a Maisa Neira from him in the Derech Eitz Chaim, which is introduction to the clock. But this side is a Sgula Nifla, right? And if you contemplate this side, even just once a year, but especially on Erev Pesach, right? So you're muftach lo shunitzel mikol sashan mikol mishal mitzvah mishon v'shum eines. You're promised that you will be saved that whole year from any type of mechshol, any type of terrible death, or any type of eines and your enemies will have no control over you. V'chol of you and all those that hate you will fall under you. Any place that anywhere you turn, you will have hatzlacha. So it goes. This was a letter that he wrote to some rabbanim that asked him to explain a cryptic ari. Shom rabbane eretz godei goder omrim b'peretz yatzor shem mechilon v'cheretz kosher ba'aretz kol mechol chorfei makshars metav rosham yisanku me'atvad ol meitzah. Peace to the rabbis of the land. That uphold uphold the law. And make a fence around the law. Hashem should protect them. Right, and they are the holy ones that are in the land, and each one is in accordance with their sharpness, asks and answers. And may have much peace, enjoy much peace from now until forever. There's the greeting that he opened up with. I'm going to speak in the epitome of conciseness. Gabe the chidushim that I had regarding the simanim of the 10 Makos, the tzach adash ba'achav. So you asked me, where is the remez of the gula and these simanim? V'akshav agal davar l'chvod toroso mashkos v'arizal b'koshel nikra plos rabos b'shar tetzor nikra shar tzirin perek nun daf mem beis. Perek gimel daf mem beis. I'm going to now read, reveal the secret behind what the Ari wrote in a kuntras called Plos Rabos, right, in the 15th gate, which is called Shar Tetzrayim, there in chapter 3, page 42. This is the words of Hine Kamar Sharticha, Shapar Nuko Beser Makos Elu B'Mitzrayim, Adei Gam Feresh Pei Malchei Chabal Moim B'Amisayim B'Gimor Rakim Shel Tuma. I already, says the Ari, I already made you aware that Paro was smitten with the 10 Makos in Egypt through 3,280 angels of affliction. And these avenging angels, right, circulate, right, in 3 different firmaments of impurity. One firmament is called Serah, Sin Reish Ayin, right, Shin Smalit Reish Ayin. One is called Tamuch, Taf Mem Vav Chaf Sofit. Vecha Nikra Visha, and the third one is called Visha, Vez Yud Shin Hey Aleph. Balei Masar Nikra Dal Lamed Pei Kuf Tes, and above them is a ministering angel, who the letters of its name, we don't say the names of angels because they contain the name of God. So we say just the letters of the letter of the name of the angel is Dal Lamed Pei Kuf Tes, right? Right, so he's a ministering angel over on top of all these angels. V'al Kom, and above them also, above this Dal Lamed Pei Kuf Tes, above him and above all them is Hasar Nikra Tuf Kuf Aleph, is another ministering angel that's called, Tuf Kuf Aleph, Bereshis, and then he cryptically adds the words Bereshis. Tuf Kuf Aleph, Bereshis, in the beginning. Chaser Me'ashlishis Asara, the third one is missing 10. V'chaser Mervias Shisha, and the fourth one is missing 6. V'chaser Menachis Shisha, and the 9th one is missing 6. Kakosov Batar is all written in the Torah. These are all the words, the cryptic words of the Ari. And the Ari that he's quoting from continues. Very much too, Eser Makos, Val Yom Chamishi Makos, that which we find. That the Mitzrayim were smitten in Egypt 10 plagues, and on the Yam Suf they had 50 plagues. But Mitzad Hashem Shin Pei Vav, it all comes from the power of the divine name Shin Pei Vav. Shebo Ochos David ben Yishai, the David ben Yishai, King David, grabs onto that name. Vashem Amar Haku V'Hikam, this name said, smite, and they smit. Vashem Amar V'Hika, or another version is, The name was spoken, and then the Makos followed suit. Mitzad Hashem Taf Kuf Lamed, but Mitzad the divine name Taf Kuf Lamed. Loko Mitzvah Mitzrayim Arba'im Makos. Mitzad that divine name, the Mitzrayim were smitten in Egypt 40 Makos, 40 plagues. V'alayam Lakum Masayim Makos, and on the sea they were smitten 200 plagues. V'Hashem Amar Haku V'Yikam, the name was said, and said smite them, and they were smitten. V'Hashem Amar V'Yikam, another version is the name was spoken, and it was, and the Makos followed suit. Mitzad Hashem Shin Tzadi Hey, and from the name Shin Tzadi Hey, and another nusach has Aleph Shin Tzadi Hey, an additional Aleph. Loko Mitzvah Tzayim Chamish Makos V'Yam Reishnu Makos. The Mitzvahim were smitten in Egypt 50 plagues, and on the ocean 250 plagues. So Hashem the name was spoken, and the Makos were issued. Ubemasha Koshku Makibo Margos, what Hashem smites with is how he heals the exile. Uma pishu uma chatu uma ma shmo siru liyok the kor barza jigo b'shemas halolu dalid ayin beis tadi alf chaf shin chaf beis. And what was this? What was the evil doing? And what was the sin? And what was the betrayal that our forefathers betrayed to be in the smelting pot of iron until they were revealed, until they were redeemed with these divine names. Dalid Ayin Beis, Tzadi Dalav, Chav Shin Ches Beis. These are three names. Right, these are the words of the Ari, right, of blessed memory. See there, may his memory, maybe his merit protect us. So our Rebbe, the Holy One of Israel, wrote, meaning referring to Shimshon Ostrapalia. These words are wondrous and cryptic and sealed, and they're closed, and no one could explain them. And the great ones of Israel have asked me to explain to them the words of the Ari, and I didn't tell them. But because of the great, my great love for you, I will reveal this secret, which was revealed to me in a dream, in a vision of night, when slumber befalls people. And may HaKadosh Baruch Hu be merciful and forgive the sin of revealing secrets. So what the Ari first said, that I've made you aware that Paro was smitten with 10 Makos in Mitzrayim through 3,280 angels of affliction. This is what the Ari meant. Right, the ones of Kabbalah Maasid have taught us. There are 3,280 angels of affliction that are appointed to smite the Rishayim and to punish them in Gehenna. Meaning, that's the whole process of smiting a Rasha, right, including in Gehenna. That whole process is administered by 3,280 angels of affliction. The time I'm saying this accomplishes purifying from sin. And the Balei Kabbalah, gave us a sign, for this, he found a remes for this idea. Lahakos be'egrof Rasha, the pasuk says in Yeshayahu, non ches dalid, right, to smite with a fist, a Rasha, the Resha, the evil. Ki egroif, now the word egrof, Aleph Gimel, Reish Pei, is Rashi Tevis, is an acronym of Gimel and Aleph is Gimel Lafim 3,000, and Reish Pei is a numerical value of 280. So Akof Be'egrof Resha, to smite with a fist. Resha Be'egrof is to be inverted to read Gimel Lafim Reish Pei 3,280. Right, that refers to the Malchei Chabah, Makim es HaRashoim, Resha, HaRashoim, Vayadam Noka Gampar Rasha V'Hamitzrim. These are the angels of affliction that smite the wicked, and it is through these 3,280 angels that Paro, Harasha, and the Mitzrim were also smitten in Egypt. So nifla. So I, the writer, Shimshon Ostrapalia says it is a wondrous secret. If you add up the numerical value, the amount of mispar, and the number of all the 10 Makos, Dom, Tzvardeya, Kinim, Orov, Dever, Shchin, Borad, Arbe, Choshech, Makas, Bechoros. You add up the gematria of all those words that we just said, right? All the 10 Makos and the last Makkah, Makas, Bechoros. You have to add the word Makas in also, right? So Dam is gematria 44, Tzvardea 444, Kinim is 110, Orov is 272, Dever is 206, Shchin is 368, Barad is 206, Arba is 208, Choshech is 328, Makas Bechoros, all right, those two words together is 1094, Sacha Kol, it all comes out to 3,280. Gimal Lofim Reish Pei. Olim Becheshbon, right? So if you add up all these Eser Elas Kasher Kazaypo, Os Ba'os, right? If you add up these 10 Makos the way I spelled them out over here, letter by letter, Olim Becheshbon Gilaf Reish Pei Mamash, they add up exactly to 3,280. These letters add up exactly to this amount. Romans will go for Reish Pei Machanos, Malachei Chabod, that allude to the 3,280 camps of the angels of affliction. Hamunim Lanish Tara Shroim. That they are appointed to punish and to purify the evil. This is an amazing pshat that no one has ever seen before. That the gematria of all 10 Makos, the way the Rav Shimshon Ostrapalia spelled them out over here, comes to exactly 3,280. That's what the Ari said, that the Eser Makos was Sachakol 3,280, meaning with all 3,280 Malachim combined, administered the 10 Makos. Or 10 Makos is like total retribution that is administered, by all 3,280. Now, this gematria only works if we write kinim without a yud, so we'll just write kinim chaf nun mem sofit, orov chaser vav, and orov also missing a vav, so we have to write it ayin reish beis, choshech chaser vav, and choshech also missing a vav, that we just write choshech ches shin chaf sofit. Zemash chaser rizal, and this is what Yari was alluding to. Chaser men ashlishis asara, the third one is missing 10. Pirush, and Yari meant to say mimaka shlishis, the third maka she kinim, which is kinim chasir, it's missing a yud, it's missing 10. The chaser via shisha, and the fourth one is missing 6. Pirush, it means Yari meant to say mimaka avias, from the fourth makkah, she orov, which is orov, chaser vav, it's missing a vav, so it's minus 6. The chaser mat she is shisha, and the ninth one is missing 6. Pirush minat she makas choshech chaser gang vav, from the ninth makkah, which is makas choshech, also it's missing vav, and it's supposed to be spelled chaser, just ches shin chaf sofit. Umasha kasav kakasav batar. That's what the Arizal said. They're missing such and such. Kamo shekasav shekas kumash shekasav batora, as is written. Shekasav batora, as written in Torah. So much kengsum batora chaser kaniska, because that's the way it's written in the Torah scroll. The Torah scroll writes kinim without a yud, and orov without a vav, and choshech without a vav. So that's what Kakos Torah Parshas Va'era, referring to how it's written in Torah and Parshas Va'era. Kinim Chaser, Kinim is missing Yud, Orav Chaser Vav, Orav is missing Vav, Choshech Chaser Vav, and Choshech is missing a Vav. Below Kmoshe Kos Basur, Shebisar Mago Klam Leim, and that's what he said, Kakos Torah, as opposed to the way it's printed in the Sidurim, that the Baal HaGoda writes them out, full, right? So Kakos Torah, where it's written Chaser. And when we do it the way I wrote it, as it's written in the Torah, so the gematria works out not less and not more than 3,280, referring to the angels of affliction, right, that punished the evil, and they are the ones that were punished the Mitzrayim because of power of Mitzrayim, and they are the ones that punished the Mitzrayim and then smoke Paro and Mitzrayim with these 3 Rekiim of Tumah. Now, what is these 3 Rekiim of Tumah? Mashkazur shall go for Rosh Malchabam, son, but give Rekiim set, which we wrote these 3,280 angels of affliction, circulate around 3 firmaments. Echad Nikra Sarah, one is called Sarah, Shin Reish Aleph, Ayin, Shin Reish Ayin. Vechad Nikra Tamuch, one is called Tamuch, Taf Mem Vav Chaf, Sofit. Vechad Nikra Vision, one is called Vez Yud Shin Hey Aleph. Gambazation was Soy Godov V'Niflo V'Naira Shetikin Amagid V'Masha Kosav. And with this also we have a great secret that is wondrous and awesome, right? That which the Magid, the Baal HaGoda said in what he wrote. Shinimas Divrei Amagid V'Masha, it's alluded to in the words of the Baal HaGoda, and what he said, Elu Eser Makos Shevi. Eser, These are Eser Makos Shehevi. Eser Makos Shehevi. Eser, right, is Hem Osius Sarah. Eser, Sarah is Eser inverted. Makos Osius Tamuch. Makos is, the word Taf Mem Vav Chav is Makos inverted. Shehevi, Eser Al. Shehevi is Osios Visha. Shehevi, Visha is inverted, inversion of the letters Shehevi. Eser Makos Shehevi. Nimas Ba'elu Arokim Shel Tumash Bam Gimel Lafim Resh Machel Bo Shloko Paro Viku Israel B'Minyan Makos Shehevi Minyan Yud Makos Elu Vu Palgado. So that Elu Eser Makos Shehevi. So the Baal goes to the 10 Makos. So add up to 3,280. Are the Eser Makos Shehevi? They come from these, those 3,280 angels. Go around the three firmaments of Sarah, Tamuch, and Visha, which are alluded to Eser Makos Shehevi. Right. Vu Pelagon is a great wonderment. Mashkos Balemasar Nikra Dal Lame Pe Kuftes, and when I say that above them, is the angel Dalit Lamed Pe Kuftes. Kavanosri Shishem Ze Shor Shoyotzi Mitzrim. That ministering angel actually has his root from the word Mitzrim. Right, Bosan Kodos tells me they're the Oisius that come before the Oisius Ha Mitzrim. Ela Esmak Sheva Kadosh Baruch Hu Al Ha Mitzrim, on the Oisius that are before Ha Mitzrim. Right, Ha Mitzrim. So Dal Kol Lehei, Dalid precedes the Hey of Ha Mitzrim. Lamed Kodem Lamem, and Lamed comes before the Mem of Mitzrim. Pe Ha Mitzrim. Right, Pe Kodem L'Tzai, Pe comes before the Tzadi of Ha Mitzrim. Kuf Kodem L'Reish, and Kuf comes before the Reish of Ha Mitzrim. And Tes Kodem L'Yud, and Tes comes before the Yud of Ha Mitzrim. V'Amem Achorah, but the last Mem, Shal Mitzrim, of the word Ha Mitzrim, who Mem Ari was just a Mem to make it plural. Ve'ena Men Ashor, it's not part of the root. Rozazah Magid Bamro Eila Esma Kodesh Baruch Hu Al Ha Mitzrim. These are the 10 Makos that HaKadosh Baruch Hu brought on the Mitzrim. Klomar Osios Shem Karmos Al Osios Mitzrim, the meaning through the letters, through the ministering angel, whose letters are Al HaMitzrim, that precede, are on top of the letters of Ha Mitzrim. And understand this very well. So the angel that was in charge of administering a dafka on Ha Mitzrim was Daled Lamed Pei Kuf Tes, that he has a shorish that he is Al Ha Mitzrim. He's on top of the Mitzrim because his Oisius are the Oisius that directly precede the words Ha Mitzrim. And understand, so Kikach Kabalti, because so I was received from Hashem, so it was revealed to me. Hashem Atov Yechaper, and may God forgive that I'm revealing such secrets. Much because Valkulam Masar Nikar Tuf Kuf Al Bereishis. Now I said above him and above all them is a ministering angel called Tuf Kuf Aleph Bereishis. Tuf Kuf Aleph and the word Bereishis. Kavnaso Ki Rosh Tevas. Just Makos Tzachadash Ba'achav Gematria Tuf Kuf Aleph Kamina Sarmash means to say Bereishis as in Rosh Tevos, the beginning of the letters, meaning the Rosh Tevos of the Eser Makos. The Tzach Adash Ba'achav is Gematria Tuf Kuf Aleph, which is 501. The Tzach is 114, Adash is 374, Ba'achav is 13, Tzach HaKol 501, which is Gematria Tuf Kuf Aleph, which is the numerical value of this ministering angel. V'kanoso b'tevas bereishis, so he said Tuf Kuf Aleph bereishis, who are reishis, Rotzoma Rosh Tevas are. Bereishis mean the Rosh Tevas of the 10 Makos. The Tzach Adash Ba'achav is Gematria Tuf Kuf Aleph. V'gamu Kaminyan Asher. Now Tuf Kuf Aleph 501 is also Gematria Asher, Aleph Shin Reish. Shezeh Sod HaKos Asher, Lazar Zayim V'kotz V'arbei Al-Psukim Morim L'Sod Asher. Right, so that's the secret of the pasuk. Eis Asher, I tell your children how I fooled around with the Egyptians, how I played with them. Eis Asher, meaning the Sar Asher was Hisal, through him Hisal to Mitzrayim. We have also many other secrets that point to the secret of Asher, which is the communion, the Rosh Tevas of these 10 Makos. We have in this more wondrous secrets and hints, and it is the honor of Hashem to keep such things hidden. All right, Umashkos Hashem Shimpei Vav Amar Vikos Amitzayim Va'ala Va'yam Nun Makos. Right, and that which he said with the name Shin Pei Vav. Right, that name was spoken. HaKadosh Hu Smith the Mitzrayim 10 Makos in Mitzrayim, and on the ocean on the Yamsuf rather, 50 Makos. Kavrasin so Nifam Nora, he's referring to a wondrous, a wondrous secret which is awesome. Piltush Rabbi Yosef Gli, Rabbi Lezer, Rabbi Kiva, the Machlokas, Rabbi Yosef Gli, and Rabbi Lezer, and Rabbi Kiva, the Agada, Amuska Agada, which is the Agada, Rabbi Yosef Gli, Minayin, Rabbi Yosef Gli. How do we know that every Makkah it was 5 times as much on Yamsuf? So in Mitzrayim was 10. So there was 50. And Rabbi Lezer Omer Minayin, how do we know that in Mitzrayim was 40? And on the Yam was 200. Rabbi Kiva Memri 9, right, that was in Egypt 50. And 250 on the Yam. She says, so Rabbi Yossi Agli, the secret is that Rabbi Yossi Agli, the gematria of these 3 words together, Rabbi Yossi Agli, Rabbi is 212, Yossi is 86, Haglili is 88, is gematria Simpevav, so the gematria of 386. Mamash B'chomen, exactly, 386, like gematria of Rabbi Yossi Aglili. That means Rabbi Yossi says, I literally, Pirush Hashem Shimpei Vav, the name Shimpei Vav, which is Rabbi Yossi from the short that name, Shimpei Vav, Amar Vigosam, that's what that name was used to inflict this type of dimension of the Makos that was 10 in Mitzrayim and 50 Alayam. So Rabbi Yossi Glili's Shorosh HaNeshama tied into the name Shimpei Vav, right, and that's why Gematria of Rabbi Yossi Agli is Shimpei Vav 386. Mashkas Shabachos Dov ben Yishai also is holds on to name Shimpei Vav. Pirush David Yishai, the Gematria of David ben Yishai, David 14, Ben 52, Yishai 320, also comes out to 386. Also Shem Dafka, he calls him with that name. God smote them in a manner that was 10 in Mitzrayim and 50 on the Yamsuf. Because of Sori Raza, Vizeso Nifa Sefer Sori Raza, or another nusach of this side says. It's a wondrous secret. Rabbi Yossi Aglili, was a spark of David ben Yishai. And with that name also of Shimpei Vav, Ben Yishai is destined to come. We have more great secrets in this and awesome secrets, but the basic gist is as we said. So, but to sum it up, Rabbi Yossi Omer, as in the Shem Shimpei Vav was spoken, and then was 10 in Mitzrayim and 50 Aliyah. Makos Hashem Tavkuf Lamed Lokum Mitzrayim Arbaim Makos Vayam Lokum Masayim Makos. And so Mitzad the Shem Tavkuf Lamed. The Mitzrayim were smitten 40 Makos in Mitzrayim, and on the Yamsuf 200. Ramos Asor Kavnaso Besoid Rabbi Eliezer Gematria Tavkuf Lamed. Rabbi Eliezer is Gematria Tavkuf Lamed. Is Gematria 530. Rabbi 212, Eliezer 318. Altogether 530, Gematria Tavkuf Lamed. Right. When goes Dafka, Shu, Gematria Shem Tavkuf Lamed, you got Rabbi Eser, who Dafka, who is his name is Gematria 530, said, and he was Makeh, he holds that, the name, the divine name, which is the same Gematria as his name, is what calls the Makos to Mitzrayim, and if it came from that name, it would have been 40 in Mitzrayim, and 200 on the Yamsuf. Mashkas Rashad Shin Sadi Hey, or Aleph Shin Sadi, for what he wrote that the name Shin Sadi Hey, or according to some nuschos, Aleph Shin Sadi. Loko Mitzrayim, come out, right? That's what they got 50 in Mitzrayim and 250 on the Yam. Karso Ki Rabbi Akiva, Gematria Shin Sadi. Akiva is Gematria 395. Rabbi 212. Akiva with an Aleph, right? At the end is 183. So Sachakol 395, and it's Aleph Shin Sadeh Makor. It's Aleph Shin Sadeh with the just adding one for the word itself. Then Rabbi Akiva Dafka Gematria Shin Sadeh or Makor Gematria Avshay Rabbi Akiva Dafka, which is Gematria 395, or with the color it's Gematria 396. Aleph Shin Sadeh Omar Shashem Shadisei or Aleph Shin Sadeh Omarika. He holds that the divine name of Shin Sadeh or Aleph Shin Sadeh, which is the same Gematria his name, was the divine name used, right? And it was spoken, and that's what smote them. He's also each one of these chachamim said the fee, his shorosh haneshama. So these 3 divine names, Shimpei Vav, Tavkuf Lamed, and Aleph Shin Sadeh or Shin Sadeh are alluded to in these 3 tanoim. We also gematria Shimpei Vav. We also is gematria 386 Shimpei Vav. We also gematria Tavkuf Lamed. We also gematria 530 Tavkuf Lamed. We Kiva gematria Shin Sadeh. Right, and it's Gematria, Rekiva's Gematria 395 or 396 if the name is Aleph Shin Sadeh. Vizel so Nifla Vinor Razin the Razin Sima Citron Nino Kamashkal Mal Kvot Taraso the Kvot Taras the Mas Kotras Varachum Chabraman is a wondrous secret, right? Secrets of secrets. hidden of all hidden, right? That I've, as I've written before, to Kvoi Torasa, whoever he's addressing this letter to, and he who is merciful will be forgive me for revealing the secret. And what the Ari wrote, that which with which Hakadosh Baruch Hu smites with, he also heals the exile. And of course, the Kvoi Torasa is as I've written to you. Right, the ine ba'isa na hasora Makos nirmas tam Yisrael Mitzrayim shemrazim otzes tzachadash ba'achav so Yisrael Mitzrayim k'mosh kasat kadosh v'bori pako also no hakadosh baruch hu v'hika b'hem maka rabba etzokimi min maka atzva bar fully so shvos Makos nirmas are full shegolam hakadosh baruch hu b'hem. Right, in the letters the tzachadash ba'achav, in those letters is encoded the whole secret of why we had to go to Mitzrayim. Right, and the Eser Makos, which Hakadosh spoke Mitzrayim, so Kayadua, Chazal tells us, whoever was a Negofla Mitzrayim or fully so, whatever hurt the Mitzrayim was a spiritual healing for us. So the letters of the Oisius of the Tzachadash Ba'achav, the Oisius of the Eser Makos, allude to the whole reason why we had to go to Mitzrayim, and it alludes to our Tikkun, because how Mitzrayim smote them was a Tikkun for us. And sorry, what's the Makos there? So unfortunately, Hashem is brought another nusach, but the same idea that with these Isis allude to the sin. Of course, you read out to Mitzrayim, and it's also brought the refuah that brought us out of the goals. Mashkos Zakar goals some b'shem so Dawdaim Beis Tayyel Chavshin Chav Beis. Right, until Hakadosh will redeem them with these three names: Dawdaim Beis, Tzadi Dawud Aleph, and Chavshin Ches Beis. These three names. Dalet Ayin Beis refers to the first letter of each set of three. Rabbi Yehuda gave Simarim to Tzach Hadash Baruch. The first letter of the Tzach is a Dalet. The first letter of Hadash is an Ayin. And the first letter of Ba'achav is a Beis. Dalet Ayin Beis are the first letters of the Tzach Hadash Ba'achav. Bakach Shem Tzadi is Aleph, and then the second name over here is tied off. Hem Ostrashnias Shel Tzach Hadash. The second letter of the Tzach is a Tzadi. And the second letter of Hadash is a Dalet. And the second letter of Ba'achav is an Aleph. So it's Ayin, Dalid, Tzadi, Dalid, Aleph. Tzadi, Dalid. Second letter of the Tzach, Tzadi. Second letter of Hadash, Dalid. Second letter of Ba'achav and Aleph, Tzadi, Dalid, Aleph. Right? Is the second name. Vaka Chavshin Ches Beis, Moshe Shlisha Shel Tzach Hadash Ba'achav, and Chavshin Ches Beis refers to the third letter. Chav. The third letter of the Tzach is a Chaf. The third letter of Hadash is a Shin. The third and fourth letter is of Ba'achav is Chesem Beis. Right? So Chav Shin Chav Beis also should Tzachadash Ba'achav. Shegosh Hu Bolsanu B'hem Bolsa Makos Shiku Tzayim B'hem Nemazar Fuah Vagul Yisrael. Right. So these again. It's an inversion of the Tzachadash Ba'achav. Dawdaim Beis Sadav Chavshin Chav Beis. It's an inversion of the Tzachadash Ba'achav, referring to again the Makos that the Mitzrayim were smote and which was referred to us. Right, so Tzachadash Ba'achav also Nimas Asar Muna Maka Bal Shikon the Makos Ryan also says Nimas Tam Glov in Ryan. Those are Nimas Gar Fuah Glov Yisrael. Elin also saying Besona go for a foe. He just in the other nusach just says the same thing over in just different words. Right, so what I saw in a wonderful sefer, I can't remember from who, from a Svardisha, that this last piece of this site, which is the most complicated, is very simple for those who are a little bit understanding of the Kabbalah of the Ari, that in times of all our bad times are in Shvira, when we're fragmented, all gullus and all setbacks are all beside Shvira Sakelim, right, from the Olam Atol, when where everything was Nekudim. It was just dots, disconnected dots. The tikkun is to pull things together in kavim, in the seder of kavim, in the seder of lines. All the spheres are one on top of the other. All 10, straight down in a straight line, one on top of the other. In the lashon of the Zayar in the Idra, kayamad echad samchu, right? Just standing on one leg, all 10 spheres, one on the bottom of the other. Right, and that has no kiyum, it's one leg, right? And the kiyum was to be misader the spheres in kavim, right? The right line, chesed, the left line, the gvura, and the middle line, right, is tiferes. And then that stable 3-line configuration, it's in lines, and it's a stable tripod. And it says the Eser Makos, this final chord, Dalet Ayin Beis, right, is all the first ones, refer to the chasodim. If the 10 spheres, or if the 10 makos are connected to 10 spheres, so the first of each set are the chasodim. So they have to be all in one line, Daled on base. 3 chasodim in one line. Right? Tzadi, Daled, Aleph, the second letters of the Tzachadash Bachav refer to the Gvura, so they all have to be grouped together and as the left line. And Chav Shin, Ches Beis, right, refers to the Kav, Kav HaRachamim, right? And it'll be Keneged, right? It'll be Keneged all the spheres in the middle. Right? The Meichin and the Malchus at, the Meichin, the Tiferes, the Yesoid, right, and the all being mashpia in that way, right? So it's all to be Mesader, the Eser Makos beside Kavin, and the Kavin there's 3 to the right, 3 to the left, the Chasodim to the right, and the first of the Tzachadash Bachav, the Da'alain Beis are the Kav Yamin, and the second one of the Tzachadash Bachav are the Gvuris, so that'll be the Kav Svol, Tzadi Yadalav, and Chav Shin Ches Beis are the Meichin, and then the Tiferes and the Malchus, in that configuration, meaning be the Keser, right? The Tiferes and the Yesod and the Malchus down the Kavayim side, right? Something along those, yeah. Chachma, Da'alain Beis would be connected Chachma, Chesed and Netzach, right? Tzadi Da'alav would be connected Bina, Gevura and Hoid, right? And Chav Shin Ches Beis would be connected Keser, Tiferes, Yesod, and Malchus. Right? Beside the Kavim, and that's the sort of Tikkun, and that's the sort of Geula. And that's what we're waiting for also, that we should be granted, we're fragmented around the world, we should all be put together beside Kavim, and that'll be the Geula Shema. Right? May be the will of HaKadosh Baruch Hu to show us the Bias of Mashiach, with the Malachim there shach to the Geula Achrona, right, to the final redemption, speedily in our days. You says, you couldn't buy no mikro shekosov will be fulfilled us. The passage that says, Kimei tzeschamer summer, and it flows like the days you left Egypt. I will show you wonders. Amen. Netzach salved. Amen. Forever. Selah. Vayed. The Difla V'Nor Zamchono, and I want to tell you, right, that it was revealed to me that anyone who analyzes this secret, right, properly, I feel Pachas B'Shona, even just once a year, and certainly on every Erev Pesach, how much more so? Muftach shu nitzel mutzal mikol sashana mikol mishul b'shona v'shumanos v'ayim shu bo ilva v'chol b'yu p'tachtov kol yevei yatzich b'yaskom v'zan. So all that year you'll be saved from any type of stumbling or terrible sudden death, or any being forced 91, and his enemies will not have no control of him, and all those that hate him will fall under him, and everything where he turns, he will have hatzlacha and enlightenment. Amen. Selah. Chag kosher sameach, everybody.